Well, thank you for your cooperation.
It's certainly better than the alternative.
Fair enough.
Your mercy is humbling, Commander Mercer. Thank you again.
Well, there's opportunities to best avoid fights and violence, and it's always best to take that route.
Well said.
We all have families to think of.
And she kind of thumbs the ring as you say that, but doesn't say anything else.
Well, since we're here all night, I have one more question for you. Why are you fighting with the Loyalists? Or rather, under the Magisters?
I imagine I would answer. But first I would ask you why you've sided with why you sided with the blood of Legala.
Because I have full faith in Connor. And honestly, this is the best path into making a better change for Legala. For folks like you and me. Rather than having a chance at a successful life because of bloodline, we succeed through our hard work. Give everyone a chance at that.
That's an admirable thing. Oh yeah, they probably would recognize you from posters. Let me actually see if she does.
We really could not have showed her off more.
Right? Like we just point our arms around.
Yeah, honestly,
Ta-da!
yeah. With that, there's duty to be had.
Duty.
Duty and family, yes.
Aren't soldiers meant to serve the prince? Not the magisters? Or rather, isn't it a soldier's duty to serve the people?
It's not that simple. I wish it was, but it's not. My husband is a knight in service to one of the noble lords. One of those who sided with the magistrate.
I see.
For some, there's not a choice. Morrison's the son of some of their servants. Frederick, she says, pointing over at the larger man. One of the guards repurposed on the field of battle. Your people have garnered a great deal of support, enough to encourage some of the lords to commit their own personal security to the forces. Many of them were soldiers in the past, coming out of retirement to serve another tour of duty, like him. For some, there's not another choice. Perhaps there will be someday. But I guess it's not for us to decide.
Well, that's why we're fighting. So that everyone can have a decision. I know you feel forced. Given your situation, it seems rather difficult. But we all have a choice. Even if we don't see it. It's just a matter of taking that step. No matter how difficult it'll feel.
When that step means sacrificing the lives of your loved ones, it's not one that some of us can take. I admire your courage, Commander. But not all of us are so brave. But I pray that Maeve's wisdom grant victory to the just.
Give it. You obviously. Shut up.
And perhaps her gaze will give clarity to the side that deserves to win. Whichever that may be.
I told you to shut up and look.
Of course.
So you have 50 charges.
She nods. They do seem to recognize you as well, Renzu, but they don't really necessarily say anything about it. It's very much you're definitely on their side, and there's recognition, but they don't personally know much about who you are, beyond that you are wanted. But yeah, they're very docile. They're not doing anything dangerous. And yeah, you guys travel, albeit slower, throughout the day. And as the sun goes down, it's going to take you a bit longer to get there. You guys will probably actually have to camp, and you'll get there early the next morning. Unfortunately, just due to the nature of his injuries, traveling much faster could possibly exacerbate them. And so you sacrifice a small amount of time. Warren seems a little bit agitated about it, but he's not going to let it ruin his day. On the other hand, Beatrice is thankful. Beatrice would have actually thanked you for finding at some point. As would Westland. Again, he believes that anybody can change. Amara, Nate, and Melody are indifferent. They kind of defer to Davian's judgment and see the wisdom in helping them. After all, you did get information out of it, and if they were the one, Nate's feelings on it are like, hell, if I was the one they found bleeding in the woods, I'd be glad for it. So. And so as you guys travel, the next morning you guys set off early and make your way to Brimrad. It's not a long journey from this point. You very quickly see the bustling widespread town in the distance. Brimrad is probably one of the largest towns in Legala. And it's also it's kind of the Chicago of Regala, unfortunately.
Oh, god damn it.
But even so, the large buildings and warehouses and docks are still quite impressive. Even if they're not the nicest that you've ever seen. There are in the day's a bit overcast today. It looks like it could rain at any moment. And in fact, it even does start to rain a little bit as the day or as the morning kind of breaks, and you as you hear a low rumbling in the distance, and a soft rain begins to fall. The rain is warm, warm and fresh, as the late spring, early summer rain is wont to do. And the wind picks up a small amount, but it's still a warm breeze. And as you guys breach the outskirts of the city, there's as you guys breach the outskirts of the city, there's a loud. You guys hear the loud sound of a small group laughing as they exit one of the as they exit what appears to be a tavern or an inn room of this metro, this fantasy city here. And as they kind of filter out laughing, their weapons kind of out and about as they go. You recognize the symbol on a couple of these men. It's the symbol of Blackwatch.
Fuck.
And basically, as they come out, this group comes out as you guys are passing. And
I'm not wearing a fucking cloak. No.
Oh, of course.
And as they come out, you guys kind of all look at each other for a second, and the two individuals at the head of it, the two big men, the two of them look very similar appearance-wise. Big, easily about 6'5" each. Big muscles. One of them has a large battle axe slung across his back. The other two smaller axes crossed across his back, or like across his lower back. Each of them are wearing black cloaks that have open chests with leather bands crossing them, and each of them have spiked up mohawks. One of them is red, and one of them is blue. And each of them, of course, is also missing an eye. They have opposite eyes, with opposite eyes are missing, and their eye patches are covering them, in almost a mirrored reflection of them as the two of them exit out. And they stop as they see you, and they look you guys up and down, and they see Davian. They see Davian's symbol. Oh, you see that there, Krieg? And the one with the blue hair says the one with the red hair, and the one with the one with the red hair apparently Krieg nods and he says, "I do, Rieg. I do."
Oh my fucking god!
Oh no! God damn it! It's gotta be those two.
Hey, you lot don't want to happen to be the that Mercer Brigade? What's working with the blood of Legola, eh?
We're going with the blood of the cloud. Fucking said that. And where do you get such assumptions?
He points. Your bloody badge. That's where.
Well, I mean, affiliated with the blood of Legala. I mean,
Don't play coy. We all know you're on Prince Carter's payroll. Or should I say, former Prince Carter. And the two of them laugh and like elbow each other.
Well, as you can see, he's not here.
That's all right. Brennan said if we seen any folk what from the company smart enough to show their faces down here, to give them a nice warm welcome. Doubly so if we found their commander. You would happen to know nothing about him, would you?
Oh, I have not seen him.
Aye, I'm sure you have.
Well, I am flattered. He's sending me a regard.
And they smirk, and the one with the red hair says, "All right, lads, capture grab that little firebrand up in here." He says, pointing at you, Davian. Kill all the rest, except the lasses. And
We're
a couple of
just inside of a town, aren't we?
you're
Yeah.
right on the basically like right on the outskirt part
Do
of
you
the town.
really want to draw attention
Like-
to the crowd?
Like there's buildings like 2 feet away from us. Like,
There are, yes.
You idiots know we're right next to a city, right?
They smirk. Ain't stopped us before. And as they
Two of you.
I look
as the other members of their group fan out behind.
How many of them are there?
Let me. Fuck.
Thanks, healer. Thanks for being here.
Oh god, this is way too big. I have a map, and I made the map way too big.
Yay, maps! See, it's now it's your turn to be in the most inconvenient places, Alstro. Or is it still me?
Oh shit! I forgot to draw a grid. Fuck! I knew I forgot something. Hang on, let me get a grid real quick. Ha! First try. I'm so good at this.
Good job.
Let me.
I do need the stats for the shield.
It's oh yeah, I'll just give it to you. It's a shield.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shield. Okay.
It-
Nothing
No,
nothing unique about it.
nothing interesting about it at all.
Nope, nothing at all.
And we got
Why do I get the feeling that there's something about it?
one group of brigands,
Because Connor enchanted it.
Fucking God.
one group of mercenaries.
I mean, one group of fucking corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically.
There are 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 14 of them. And you do not see Brennan.
Not yet, anyways.
Look at all these soon-to-be corpses.
I'll send him a message with the corpses.
And you do.
I'll take you in alive if you don't try to kill me first.
Uh,
I'm also going to name them for color coordination purposes.
fucking Christ.
There's a red one and a blue one.
Their parents just got lazy and forgot the K on the second.
Look, we needed to have the twin bandits. All right.
Thank
I
you
mean-
for that.
Did we really?
I feel like we could have like done this entire campaign without it.
Well, you should have told that to the random encounter generator.
It said twin bandits.
No, but it said mercenary ambush. When I'm like, ha, that's too perfect.
Great.
Well, Brent.
Hey, Renzo, you get to be in
yourself.
combat.
I finally did it! I finally got an encounter.
Got into combat.
Great.
Connor got his bandits and Renzo gets to be in combat. What a day.
Hey, Warren.
And he looks at you, bow drawn.
It finally happened.
Technically, these are mercenaries, not bandits.
They don't
What?
act like mercenaries.
That they don't. Now, let me
He
show you.
shrugs, looking over at Davian as he knocks an arrow and says, "Technically, he's the most knight-like mercenary I've ever seen."
Shrugs.
Well, he's the golden standard holding them to then.
And okay, so we got what Hiei. Who am I missing? Okay, 4. There's 5 PCs. Excellent. All right. I'm gonna let you guys choose 2 NPCs to fight with you. The others are gonna be tending to the other mercenaries that are not shown.
I'm taking my boy Nate.
My boy.
My
All
boy
right, so we're
Nate.
bringing your boy.
And I want B.
It's only fair that the twin bandits fight the brothers.
Fuck.
Red and
Right?
blue get to fight red and blue.
Exactly.
Shit.
You have stats for B, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
You know.
No, it's good. I got this.
Nate, is it bad to say that I haven't had a lot of practice with the shield?
And
That's
and
all right.
Nate hoists the weapon off of his shoulder and says, "No time like the present."
Right.
That's all right. I'll just fuck some stats up real quick. Okay. I definitely am not just taking the Maryland stats as a baseline. I'm just gonna modify a couple here and there.
Definitely
Oh my
not,
God.
especially because that's
Oh.
definitely not her sprite.
It's definitely not her sprite.
No.
That's silly.
That's a fucking sprite.
I can't believe B is never in Sprite.
Wow.
Just make a B sprite. It's just a B.
Beep. Oh my
That
god.
that was the thing, I think, at one point.
And real quick, I'm
Wow,
going
and you
to.
don't think it's on Sprite either?
That's a sprite. All right, you guys can position yourself
Right.
anywhere in
The
here.
front. Get
I'm just
behind
gonna
me.
stay where I am because in the
Behind
back,
tanks,
behind everyone.
please.
And
Behind the-
Alstro, you hear a couple of guards rush by saying, "There's a fight in the north side of town. What do you want me to do about it? Stop it!" And like you just see some soldiers like panicking about like, "Oh God, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?" And you hear something mercenaries, something red hair.
Well, if that's not a dead giveaway.
Right?
Leave it to Davian to be stealthy.
Fuck you.
Wait a minute. I already blew my cover for not magic.
Oh, yeah. Might as well.
Might as well just go.
The loyalist soldiers are just gonna back away and stay out of the fight, but they're not looking like they're gonna do anything.
Thank you. Oh my god. That's the last
Reasonable
thing
they
I
are.
need.
They are
Right?
these guys are super reasonable, by the
I
way.
am
Get
so
ready.
glad I got to help
Like
them.
specifically that random encounter that they were in was like they basically are begging for help. So
Aren't you glad we did the right thing, Connor?
I did it good.
You did a good here.
all right,
you
and
think everything-
Alstro, you're going to be able to basically at the end of your turn, you're going to get to the point where I've placed you on the map. But first off, who got triumphs? The mercenary.
Oh,
The
right,
mercenary
I
group
rolled
got
that.
triumphs.
Oh shit, initiative.
No,
Fuck.
I rolled it for you guys.
Ah.
And I can
Take
just
all the fun out of
automatically
it.
roll it, and yeah, I am going to take the fun out of it. It's way easier for me to just roll it all up. Alstro got nothing. She was very unprepared for this, which makes sense because she was not expecting this at all.
But it's
Uh,
me.
Oh yeah, you guys are also can clear all your strain out because you guys luckily did get to rest, so you won't have any of your strain from the previous day.
Hey, I never took away those wounds from the time that I got thrashed.
Oh yeah. So the mercenaries are get a free maneuver that they're going to use to begin to close the gap here. Whoop, I'm in drawing mode.
They're drawing.
I always wanted to be an artist. 1,
Stop
2,
you.
3.
Quit and do it.
3.
Yeah, just quit and
One.
do it.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now is going to be an enemy turn. Berserker this one. Hang on. Let me put new tokens for them that say their names so I can more properly do this. Krieg, the red one, has the great axe, by the way. Rieg, the blue one, has the dual wielding axes.
Fucking dual wield.
What a
Freak.
dual wielder.
Right? Come on, who does that?
What kind of tool would do that?
Right? Shit. Disgusting.
And I accidentally gave him the wrong one. There we go. All right. With that, Krieg is going to rush forward and is going to use a maneuver to get into engaged range with Davian and is going to make an attack. Oh! And he's going to swing his great axe up and down. He's going to get a setback dice because you're in some not probably not bushes, but like you're near a couple of stands and carts on the side of them.
I do have defensive from weapons, unless I don't have.
You do, yes. So, and then and then you also have the shield, so that gives you another another setback. And he's gonna
Olive branch, don't fail me now.
and he swings up and he cleaves his weapon in, and the great axe slams into you and is going to deal 12 points of damage.
Okay, minus
Physical damage, obviously.
Ow.
So
Who
8
got
damage.
Davian did.
Yeah, I did. 8 damage. Got it. I will suffer 3 strain to parry that, so it'll be 5 damage. There
Right.
we go.
So yeah. And that was Krieg. All right, player turn.
Right. Well, I want to revenge at that. Let's see. What do I have? I am going to suffer a strain to use my maneuver to activate soul.
All right.
All right. What's the difficulty?
The base difficulty is going to be
It's base 3.
it's base 3 because you're using the greatsword one-handed, and it's going to be against. They have no adversary ranks. It's just 1 evasion.
So 1 setback dice. Get a boost dice from my sword. And I guess I'll suffer another 2 strain to intense focus. That'll be 5. Alright.
Oh shit!
Nice.
And I recovered 3 HP from soul.
Yes. And what's the pierce on that?
Pierce 1.
Oh, hi, Davian.
Oh, you accidentally shared it. That's okay.
Oh god.
I'm looking at all your stats.
Yeah.
And so you swing your weapon and it strikes into him, and he just.
Wait, hang on. I gotta.
Oh, what's up?
I have accurate on my sword.
Oh yeah.
So there we go.
So
I can
3
crit.
advantage.
There we go. I'm critting.
Blam. Off balance. Let me get my handy crit sheet real quick.
Also, Rick, your wound threshold disappeared.
Fuck. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, your total wounds disappeared.
Yeah, you
I
don't
think
have
you
any-
accidentally
You should probably fix that.
deleted it.
Oh shit.
It would be 13, 14, 15, 16, 7. There we go.
I looked at Soul and I'm like, what is... Should I have luck? I don't remember that talent.
All right. Cool. Off balance. So as you strike into him, he kind of staggers back a little bit and kind of smirks as he goes. And these ones got them some fire in them, Rieg. Hey, save some for me, brother. And yeah. And you have that triumph.
I do have a triumph. I will use that to upgrade the next person's check, and I do have 1 more advantage.
Does it? I think. Oh no, you crit with.
I have.
on
I rolled a
for
3,
your
but
weapon.
I have superior on my sword.
Oh, right. So yeah, you
Yeah.
do have one more advantage.
So,
So you
I
can
will give that boost dice also to the next person.
excellent. And Reeg is going to rush up and is going to attack Nate. Suffering 2 strain to get there. Man, Nate is tank. All right. So that's going to be against that. Just that.
Just that,
Ooh.
Oof.
And so he kind of swings the axes around and boom, whoosh, and like slams them all over the place, slamming down into like some of the stuff nearby. And as Nate tries to backpedal and slam, he gets hit once, boom, twice, boom, as both axes are gonna dig into him with 11 points of damage. 6, but he's got a good amount, so 4. So he takes 8 points of damage after soak. 4 from each. And so as the axes bite in, they are going to he's going to use that to recover the 2 strain, and is also going to crit. This one has not been crit yet, so it's just +10. Ooh, shit!
The fuck?
And hot damn!
Arm.
And so as the he's got durable, so it's a
God
little
damn it,
bit
don't
less.
fucking scare me like that. Jeez.
So it's actually 92.
Last thing I need to see is my fucking best friend's arm ripped off or chopped off.
I mean, this one actually is, yeah. So the weapon, it's actually at the. Sorry, I forgot to factor the durable tank, motherfucker. And so as the weapon digs in, he kind of grits his teeth as it kind of tears into his arm a little bit, and he, bloody hell, that hurt. As he winds up, as he kind of staggers back to get his bearings, and next up is going to be these brigands. We're going to run up to this fucking nerd.
Nerd.
And they're going to attack Connor.
Yeah, 4 evasion.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ow.
Oh, jeez.
Why?
God damn.
Ouch. So you take 7 points of damage. And yeah, they'll go ahead and crit too. Crits for everyone.
Nice. Sure. Fine.
And so as they rush up at you, you get surrounded by men, by big burly men that begin slamming you with their weapons and axes, and you get the slightly dazed critical injury.
Actually, I get 10 lower. I have a durable.
Neat. So you actually get agonizing wound instead. You increase. Or wait, sorry. That makes it 52. Sorry, you get. Oh, that's okay.
Wait, how is that?
You get fearsome wound, which increase the difficulty of all presence and willpower checks by 1, which that's fine. You're an instant caster, so it's all good.
Oh, okay.
I don't care about either of those things.
Hey, there you
Currently.
So, and it's just till the end of the encounter. All right, and they did get 4 threats, which you could use to get a free maneuver if you wanted, Connor. You could also use it to inflict 4 strain, aka 4 wounds on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So as you kind of lash out with a blast of dark magic, one of them straight up almost dies.
Spear.
Oh, you're using your spear. Okay,
Yeah.
that's also fair. Oh, right, because
Yeah.
you're pretending
That
to
actually
be.
reminds me, they have 2 more setback.
Oh, okay.
2 more damage.
Or no, they don't.
Oh,
Never mind.
No, I think that's including the. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Defensive 1.
So you kind of block, and they go flying back. Okay, what was the question? Oh, that you can teleport. Yeah, you can.
Is it abnormal though?
No, not really.
Okay.
Mages can do it. It's a pretty difficult magical technique normally.
If you're
But
a
I mean, if
human.
you do it, that just means that you're a badass. But yeah, no,
So I have
priest
an idea.
can do that. PC turn. Who would like to go next?
Anna, do you want to do your shit?
She
Sure.
has to go. Anna has to go
give her
last
rotation
Oh, she has-
first.
yeah.
Yeah, she has to go last
I'm
this
have
turn.
to go.
Okay.
Oh my.
because she rolled a blank nothing and also was running out of town. So Nate, Beatrice, Rinzu, Connor, Hiei, or that's it.
Would anybody mind if I dug into these mercenaries here?
Yeah.
Well,
Go for
he
it.
So he gets the upgrade and the boost dice.
Yeah, so you get a free upgrade and a free boost dice.
Neat.
Gotcha, fam.
The mercenaries are just have no modifiers. Their difficulty is just baseline 1 for range.
Are
Give
they
them
armored
hell.
at all?
Not exceptionally. They have they look like they're wearing like basic chainmail. Roughly the same amount of armor that Nate is. So they get 2 soak to their 2 soak.
Okay. In that case, let's backpedal 1 for free because I have Swift and I ignore difficult terrain and stuff like that. So I'm gonna backpedal once, and then I'm going to use let's see, that would be 2 strain, and I'm going to true aim,
All right.
and I'm gonna shoot these fuckers with my new bow.
So it's just 1 difficulty.
So that's 1 free upgrade, 1 free boost dice, and then 1 for aim.
1 for true aim. Good lord.
Get
And
it,
then
boy.
let me see. Yeah, I think that's right. Because they don't have any evasion or anything like that.
Correct. Oh
Yes!
my god.
What'd he get?
That is a total of 3 successes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advantages, and a triumph.
You can
Nice.
crit 3 times and kill 3 of them automatically.
I'm going to do.
I am gonna have the limitation where you can only inflict a crit once on the mercenaries from here on out, just because I've read up some stuff on balancing encounters, and that's a good way to do it. Because that's actually technically how it's supposed to be done. But you can crit once and automatically kill 1. In addition to the damage that you deal, which is substantial.
Yeah, I think I'll spend 3 of my advantages, and I'll nuke one of these fuckers. I'll recover. What is it? A 1-for-1 strain advantage threshold thing?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'll recover those 2 strain. I'll pass a boost dice, and I'll upgrade the next person's check.
Nice. All right. They take an immediate crit, killing 1, and then they take 11 points of damage. Is that any pierce or anything?
Pierce 2.
Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Oh my.
Omae Shinderu.
There it is.
Describe how you take 2 of these fuckers down, and hit a 3rd with your attacks, which it can be more than 1 arrow, by the way.
Actually, it'll only be the 1
God,
because before I backpedal a bit, I take a knee and I draw 1 arrow and I full draw it backwards and it just lets loose, and right in between the eyes of the first one, right in between the eyes of the second one, and into the shoulder of the third one behind him.
good
Just
lord.
these 3 here in the row, and then I just sort of backwards roll into the woods or whatever's here.
Jesus.
Right into the tree. Like, backwards rolls the whole way up the tree and like isn't a branch now.
All right. Next player turn. Nate, B, Rinzu, Connor, Alstro.
What,
That
Yeah.
helps
I
us
would like
less
to
stuff.
go.
Do it. Connor, your turn.
I just want to make a barrier. Is that okay with everyone?
Do it.
I mean, that's fine.
Oh, that's the same one. I meant to play that song.
Man, I'm gonna empower it because I can. Come on, failures.
Wow, nice
Nice.
that attitude.
All right.
You'll suffer 2 additional strain with that setback, or with that threat. But yes, you succeed. So that'll be a shield for what?
3,
7,
and
or-
then I also increased my evasion by 3, so I have 6 evasion now.
Nice.
Please stop hitting me.
All right. Nate V. Rinzu. Who would like to go next?
I guess I'll go.
Do it, Rinzu.
Oh,
You're in combat. What do you want to do?
come on.
Probably empowering performance.
All right. All right. So go ahead and make a charm or coordination check against 3 difficulty. And you can hit all of your allies from where you're at right now because they're all within short range. And you get a free upgrade and a free boost dice from Hiei too. Yeah, that's
I
right.
love my clothing. By the way.
Oh yeah, that'll give you the.
Holy shit.
Oh, I didn't see it.
She doesn't roll yet.
Oh,
Said it was 3 difficulty, right?
Yes, that's correct. Nice. All right, so you get to pick 4 allies. So which 4 people do you want to affect with this?
We'll do B, Davian, Connor, and Nate
The-
since they're
the front
right there. The front line, the
All right.
people that are like not
All right, so
letting me get hit.
so you can also give them 2 of the following benefits. You can have them recover 1 wound. In addition to the normal stuff, you can have them recover 1 wound, increase their evasion by 1 for a turn, perform a free maneuver, increase their defense and resistance by 1, increase the damage of their next combat check by 1.
What do you guys want?
What was that again?
Basically, you guys can either recover a wound, get +1 to your evasion for a turn, perform a free maneuver, increase your defense and resistance by 1, or increase the damage of your next check by 1.
I
And you get to pick 2 of those choices.
will take the free maneuver.
Honestly, for the front line, I would recommend getting the either the maneuver or the defense and resistance.
You
I
do both.
kind of want the evasion and the defense resistance, please.
Oh, I mean,
You guys all have
Can
to
you-
pick the same thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I vote defense and resistance for one of them.
So maneuver and defense resistance.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not going to use a maneuver, but if other people need it, go for it.
Go.
Well, you can always use the maneuver to take an evasive action. Increase your evasion by 1 for a turn.
I can use my maneuver to use bodyguard, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I will do that.
There we
All right.
I
go.
will.
Do that.
Bodyguard.
So all of you guys recover 2 strain, and we'll add 2 boost dice to your next check, and you will increase your defensive resistance by 2, 1 at base and 1 for the bonus, and can all perform a free maneuver right now.
Holy shit.
I'm going to take the evasive.
So,
Yeah.
so
I
my,
helped.
my laptop crashed. So my
Oh, well,
yeah, hang on. You can. Just,
that's all right. I'll recover 1 strain for you there, or 2 strain for you there.
Thank you.
All right. That was a really good roll too.
I finally get to be helpful, guys.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. These
John, where
mercenaries
were
are
you
going to go
whenever
next.
You were locked up on the ship and we were trying to free you.
On
These
another ship.
mercenaries,
Hang on, I'm
Hi,
going to my
friends.
computer.
these mercenaries are going to rush forward and try and flank Hiei.
I
With
don't know.
their-
Eric,
What are they going
question.
for?
what's up?
Do they recognize me?
They probably will once they get a good look at you.
Okay.
Especially as you're dancing your fucking shit away, inspiring everybody.
Do they recognize me?
No, I'm like, these are actually legitimate questions.
You have
She's
two
posing as the
evasion?
Camera flashes.
I have 2 evasion and prescience,
So one extra.
and I'm in the difficult stuff, or I'm in cover.
Yeah. Womp.
Ha
So they rush forward to try and hit you, and they are gloriously unsuccessful.
Oh,
but
that
they
means
are
I would have
going-
gotten. Sorry, I would have gotten another boost dice because of prescience. To that attack.
yeah. Cool. That'll do an extra damage. Oh hey. That third one that you hit actually died.
He bled out.
So
Fuck
I like.
off.
So yeah, like as he swings, he just collapses on the ground in front of you. But yeah. So they totally fail, but they're gonna give a boost dice they're gonna give a boost dice to Krieg on his next attack. Player turn. Nate or Beatrice? We'll have Nate go.
Get that revenge hit, Nate.
Fuck him up.
Show them why you're the strongest mercenary.
All right. So he's gonna fuck up this. He's gonna fuck up Rieg here. Suffer 2 strain for frenzied attacks. He's gonna suffer an additional strain from at the brink. You're gonna fucking regret that one. And he whirls up and
Oh! Oh my god.
What'd he get?
Oh god, he got 6 successes.
that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 base damage.
Fuck.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Boy.
As he slams his axe into him as he blocks with one of his axes, and he and finally overhand swings and manages to clock him right up the side of his helmet. And he kind of spins back a little staggered by the damage, and he laughs. And that was a high roll.
Yeah.
1 second, I need to. Oh, that's right. All right, it's his turn. Beatrice is next. She's going to she kind of backpedals a little bit, and she kind of twirls her staff, and she kind of swings it up in an arc, and there's an arc of wind that blasts out from her. She is going to the dude. She's just gonna do base. Nice. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of magic damage, which should be enough to take them out. 7. Yes. And so as she blasts a gust of wind, it hits this one, and he collides up against the wall and falls to the ground. And then the gust of wind immediately ricochets off and slams that one. And he comes tumbling in towards Davian, who ducks out of the way, and he slams into a crate nearby. Sorry, she says as he collapses to the ground.
He just shakes his head.
All right. The Blackwatch mercenaries are going to 3, 1, 2, 3. And Alstro, your turn. Oh, that reminds me. Actually, there's one more thing.
I am going to teleport to, or attempt to teleport into this group.
And as you start doing that, by the way, coming out of this building, you see another individual who appears to be wearing the crest of House Blackwell. Judging from his garb, he's definitely a mage. And as he looks around, like kind of like unwittingly, like walks out, and then hears the ruckus and like looks around, and it's like, oh shit, and looks like he's about to jump into action. So that's another thing to worry about. But yes, it is still your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and teleport to where my friends are.
That's fair. It'll be against 3 difficulty. Which space do you want to move to? Go ahead and move your character to the space you want to move at, and we'll.
Probably either behind Davian or behind Henry.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and it'll be against 3 difficulty. And it'll be 2 strain, obviously.
Okay. Can I use the light side point to try and
Yeah.
roll that?
Do it.
That's better.
Yay!
Snap, crack, and you teleport, and you're going to appear right there. That is your action, though. But you do still have maneuvers that you can use.
And then Alstro is going to. How is Davian right now? Like, is he just in the middle of the fight, or is there
Yeah.
anyone
Yeah.
not?
No, I'm fighting.
Or just goes to the person that's not fighting, probably be right now.
She definitely like jumps when you appear, like. Ah!
Sorry, ma'am, I heard the commotion. I wanted to help.
She like blinks at you and is like, all right. The ones in the black are the ones we're fighting. Except for that one, she says, pointing at Hiei in the bush.
You are so helpful, Ashley.
I'm not used to fighting. I'm sorry, she says, like as she blasts another gust of energy.
Welcome to war.
Hey, less talking, more stabbing.
Yeah.
And like off fighting some of the other ones.
Eric.
What's up?
No, that's his name.
Oh yeah, sorry, not Westland. Eric, not Westland. Eric has a regular sword. Using a Fenrigi sword would be a little bit
And
too
then-
obnoxious. Is fighting a couple people nearby, and he in fact stabs them.
Attaboy.
Like that.
What's up?
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
And then Alstro grabs Ashley rather close and says, "There's another mage down there," like quietly.
And her eyes kind of widen, and she'll look to you, Connor, as you're fending it off, and she's also going to make sure that you know about that. Look lively! We're getting some company from the south, the sparkly kind.
Well, there's only 3 of us to stop them from ever doing anything.
Does anyone need healing?
Nate does.
Nate and David, did you get healed?
I healed myself. I have 2
Ha!
HP.
Oh, neat.
You call this an injury?
Oh, shut up and take the heal.
You're
I
bleeding
call this a
profusely.
parchment cut, you Riley bastard! As he's like still going back and forth with this
There's
fucking.
actually a puddle at your feet of your own.
Oh, goodness.
Prove it!
Nate, I am not gonna lose you.
He is
God.
just in it to win it right now, fighting this dude.
Please stop fighting amongst yourselves.
This Blackwatch mercenary is going to suffer 2 strain to get up into your business, and is going to make an attack against Davian.
Oh my god, this goddamn fucking fantasy grounds bullshit.
And he misses horribly. His weapon goes wide, and you're able to block it with the shield. And as it does, there's something that you weren't expecting. As you raise the shield and block, there's a flash of light that blinds the guy, who kind of reaches his hand up in front of his face as instinctively as he does. He's going to suffer 1 strain from the flash of light that blinds him for a moment.
You know, Henry, you could have told me this sooner.
Where's the fun in that?
Well, everything, considering this is my life at stake.
What's life without a little risk?
I am going to punch you after this.
We'll see how injured I am as I fend off more. Like,
Let's just make sure there isn't after this.
Captain Rig, what is going on? This nobleman says, and as they point and say, "Aye, we found the mercenaries that the Magister was wanting. Thought we'd give him a warm welcome." And the mage, he kind of cracks his knuckles. Is like, well, that's all you needed to tell me. And he whips out a tome and flashes his hand across it, and an arc of fire kind of shoots across it, and he's going to attack Alstro with
What the fuck?
wow.
Wow.
Well, this is going to be unfortunate for him, but also might give something away.
Oh yeah, because you have the fucking stone.
I you guys
forgot
are going to know it's me.
Cool. All right, so that's gonna be that. And as he launches the fireball at you, do you have any evasion or anything?
Nah.
No, just flat.
Where's
Interesting.
Bleeth positioned?
Directly behind you.
Behind you.
Oh gosh.
Oh, is that what we're actually going with for her name?
I'm just a
I hope
random priestess right now.
Blat.
Oh my god.
I'm actually just a random priestess right now that you don't know.
Until we see the blue stone magic, just don't
Yeah.
apply it.
So that is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alstro, Rinzu, Kie, Davian, Nate, and B. Or actually, yeah, with the triumph, it's gonna hit all of you guys.
Ow.
Oh,
Not Connor though. Connor's outside of
Are you sure? Because I'm using bodyguard on
it. Who are you using it on?
Beatrice.
Oh, because of it's an explosion.
Okay.
If you want, I will let you spend a destiny point to take half of her damage.
How much is she taking?
It'll be 8 for all of you guys.
I will take it.
She's gonna take a substantial bit less.
Yeah, she
because
does
Oh,
have
she is,
good
okay.
resistance, so you could probably let
I
it.
also got 5 resistance now because I.
That's
spent
true,
20
yeah.
XP, so.
So you guys will take 8 points of damage. Obviously, Alstro is the fireball rockets, and it slams into your shield, and it blasts around you, leaving you completely unharmed.
Look out! Oh.
What the?
Moving on.
He has a grin on his face. Ow, but a grin.
Took you long enough.
Elstro kind of gives you a look, as in,
You just got here.
Up.
Eric, I'm actually not sure how many wounds I'm supposed to take.
You will take. It'll be 8 minus your resistance, which is 4. So you take 4 points of damage.
It'd actually be 3 because again, clothing.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you'll take 3.
Goodness, it's good I cast a shield on myself. Sir.
Wink. I'll never tell. Nate
I mean, she
Uh,
teleported, so she's obviously a skilled mage.
Very talented.
and B will take a whopping 3 points of damage as well. And as the fire washes away, there's a B looks through the crowd. And as she there's a look of fear, or not fear, but disgust and trepidation as she takes a look through the crowd, and I need to roll a perception.
I got that downloaded. I am connecting.
And lagging me.
Fuck you. I haven't gotten to roll. anything
Oh,
yet.
Ashling's fucking. Oh my god, of all people.
You can't explain.
What's wrong?
As she sees the mage, this young adult, roughly the same age as many of you guys, probably in his early 20s.
A youngin.
And she looks over to you and says, "I know that asshole. His name's Rushford." And she looks back at Rinzu for a second. This is gonna be annoying.
Say no more.
And you see an uncharacteristic pall of anger kind of wash over her face for a second, and her hand begins to the air around her begins to kind of like whip around her. Her hair kind of flicks around a bit as it does. With that, it is going to be Rieg's turn. Rieg got a boost dice given to him by somebody else. Or sorry, this is Krieg, not Rieg.
Oh my god.
I know it can be confusing.
By the way,
Well,
Eric,
it won't matter.
Yes.
'cause you're gonna die.
I know it doesn't really matter. Well, never mind. It does matter because B wiped him out anyways. It's fine.
And so yeah, the Berserker is going to attack.
Okay, I'm here.
And you're going to take 12 points of damage. As the injury that he's taken seems to fill him with an even greater amount of vigor, as he's going to swing in for 12 points of damage.
Wait, who got hit?
You did, Davian.
Oh, hang on.
Ow.
Okay. Let's see. So, 12.
Yes, 12 points of damage.
Okay, I have 4 soak, so that'll make it 8.
Oh,
Also-
he does have. Oh, just kidding. You take no damage.
Oh, okay.
He had a setback dice from the off balance that you gave him, and so that made him miss. So just kidding. He just got 2 advantages,
Huh. Well,
which he's going to use to give a boost dice to the next guy. So never mind. You take no
oh,
damage.
what's the matter? I thought you said you were going to give your regards from Brendan to me.
Don't get cocky, pup. As he unburies his axe from the stone from the floor in front of him.
Right.
Player turn. Who would like to go next? New initiative order.
Oh, new initiative? Okay. Alright, I am gonna use a maneuver to use bodyguard on Bleeth. And then I am going to attack the Berserker. And then no setback dice?
Just one. They have one of each.
Just one. Okay. I'll suffer 2 strong for the intense focus. And then accuracy. And I'm going to crit.
Hot damn. Cool. Yeah. So, pick it a bam. Ooh, that's a good one. Winded. That's a good one. Winded. Until the end of the encounter, he cannot voluntarily suffer strain. So yeah, you swing up and you slam him right in the rib cage, and he this is a good fight. I hope you're ready, Commander Mercer.
Oh, I am more than ready.
And let's see. So
How is this guy looking, Eric?
he's still looking pretty fit and furrow.
Fucking
These guys are good at one thing, and that one thing is getting the shit kicked out of them and kicking the shit out of people. And it seems like the more that they're injured, the faster and more vigor their axe swing with. Thus meaning the more wounded they are, the more damage they are dealing. Reeg is going to go next, the one that is attacking Nate, and is going to in fact attack Nate.
Wow. I am not
I know,
surprised.
right?
Whoa.
Wow.
So shocking.
He's going to use his maneuver to do that.
What will he do next?
And I forgot to.
Oh.
Oh my god.
So it's going to be 12, 13, 14 points of damage on one hit.
Grenade. Goddamn.
And let's see. So that's going to be 2, and going to give a boost dice to mercenary number 2 with 2 of those advantages. Going to hit twice. It's going to be 13, 14, 15 minus 7, so 8 on the first hit. And 8, 7, 6 on the next hit. And so as he because that would be hit. So as he winds up, he comes up and he checks Nate in the gut and swings his axes up. Just 1, 2. And as they do, they scrape across Nate's chest and knock him directly above his wound threshold. So he's gonna be taking a critical injury at plus 30. Well, plus 30 on top of whatever else. Oh, that's not good. And as Nate drops down to his knees.
He has durable.
Oh, yeah, thank you. That's important because that's the second attack. He drops down to his knees, and the Reeg just boot to the face, and Nate goes spilling out on the ground in front of you. Thank you for that, because overpowered means he was going to get hit again. All right, Mercenary 2 is go and is going to step back here and is going to make an attack against the healer.
She has bodyguard.
Yes. 1 rank.
1 rank.
1 rank. And it's going to connect.
How much are you taking there?
Shit, what's my soak? 3, so what is math?
So you'll take 7.
Is it that? Should I take it for you, or are you fine with that?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'll be
And
good for now.
you should have stayed out of this, miss. And he kind of comes up close to you and kind of like grabs you, and as you kind of try and fight away, he just boom hits you right in the gut with the pommel of his with the pommel of his blade and knocking the wind out of you in the process. But as you kind of struggle past him, he's going to suffer another strain as you kind of shove him off, and he kind of gets pushed backwards. Alstro, your turn.
I am going to heal Nate.
Right. You can also possibly try and hit this onto multiple targets too, if you.
Yeah.
So targeting Nate because he's above his wound threshold, increase the difficulty by 2, and you would increase the difficulty by another 1 to do it. So it would be base difficulty of 4, but you can always use the Avalon ability.
I'm using Mend because I have a staff on
Oh
here.
yeah! So that makes it so that light-only effects increase the spell's difficulty 1 less. So you'll be able to heal more. But
So is it 4 difficulty?
yes. It'll be 4 difficulty. So yeah, because that'll heal a lot more.
Do I use a skill?
Do you use the skill?
No. Not that skill. I have natural, which
Oh yeah. That is a much safer skill. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about Yeah, do it.
That's a
does that involve a
No, it's just once
you
per
just
game.
do it. Yeah, just once per session. You just get to do it. Oh, that's
a
better.
roll.
Shit. Hang on. I need to get a reference thing. Fuck. Where's my Genesis book? Ah, found it. Okay. All right. All right.
I'm probably
Alright.
really rusty at using a staff though.
Yeah, right? Okay. You're gonna suffer 2 additional strain beyond the regular 2 strain that you had. And you did the additional target, so who's your extra target? You get 1 extra free target. So Nate and
Probably
you go?
myself.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So 4, 5, 6. So Nate and you both heal for 6 wounds. And with those 3 advantages, I'm also going to accidentally make it so that your healing magic affects Blackwatch Mercenary number 2. As that is something I could do. But you do still have that triumph. What would you like to do with that?
Is there anything I can do with Nate?
You can, if you want, I'll let you heal. I'll let you heal him for an additional 6.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you'll get him with a good chunk, and as he kind of hand kind of braced on his axe, he'll stand back up and he looks back and he says, "Much obliged, lass." He says, like obviously recognize, like knowing who you are, judging that he knows the thing.
Like, oh my
I think
God.
he knows the thing, doesn't he?
About the
That you have the stone. Does he know that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll wait
Well, in that
until-
case,
He's like blissfully oblivious.
Oh my God.
in that case, he's blissfully unaware, which is funny because he doesn't realize who you are, and he's thanking you,
Wow, look at that.
which is extra hilarious.
The best you'll get out of him, honestly.
I'm also, once this is over, and if I don't get unmasked, I'm going to keep this charade as long as I can.
You're favoring this, aren't you?
Man, if it was
It's just-
anybody other than Nate, given that circumstance, that would be he would just like accidentally flirt with you. But it's
Oh my
Nate, so
God.
that's like impossible.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, Nate.
Speaking of which, Nate is gonna get up and fuck this guy up.
Oh man, you better. Mm. Wow,
Also,
he's real-
am I
he's
still
really
being
strong.
held by Blackwatch Mercenary too?
He's like trying to, but you're not actually unable to move. So you can move if you want.
Okay, can I move? Would I be able to move?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hide.
Oh,
Eep!
Eep.
And yeah, Nate is gonna. Hang on, I need to see what the mercenary or masterclass warrior does again.
he has warrior. Whoa.
Oh, right. Okay. So if you didn't succeed in getting him down, he possibly could have gotten himself up with a little bit of HP, but not much. So that's a much better way of doing it. So yeah, swinging in. Hiya! Nice. So 15. It's gonna be 9. Oh, jeez. And so he looks up and he spits out a bit of blood and kind of wipes it on his hand, and he says, "Oh, you're gonna regret that, you son of a bitch!" And he just rushes up and just slams him in the pommel with his massive axe, and then just boom, flat of the blade, kicks him back, and then just whoosh, whoosh, just takes his axe back and bites it right into his chest. And Reeg staggers back like, "Whoa, jeez!" He just took a fuckload of damage, and he's not looking good at all. And for a split second, you actually see genuine fear in his eyes.
Take down Reek. Take down Reek.
So next player turn, B, Rinzu, Connor, Hiei.
Do we want to let B try and fuck up this mage? Or whatever it is she's going to do?
Up to her. Honestly, I don't really care. Yeah.
It's either B fuck up somebody, or I'm going to try and murk this Blackwatch fucker next to me. So either or.
You can go first. You guys have a bunch of
Yeah, fuck.
so yeah, you
Okay.
can go ahead.
Yeah, plenty of turns.
Yoink.
Yeah, fuck him up before he starts flanking us.
Yeah.
and I can't have
I'm going to
that.
use a intern incidental to use quick draw and switch from my bow to my daggers. And then I'm going to try and stab this guy.
Stabby.
Stabby.
I'm going to. I can't use true aim because it's not ranged. So instead,
Oh no,
I'm
you
going.
can true aim at melee.
Can you?
I think so. Yeah, true aim is just fucking baller.
Ranged attack.
Oh, never mind. They balanced it. That's probably.
I mean, I'll still use true aim if
Never
you want
mind.
me to.
No,
That'd be cool.
Does he have lethality?
He's lethal blows.
Oh.
Let's see. So instead, I'm just going to aim and then 2-3 strain for intense focus. That's daggers.
He's got adversary 1, so it's just against. He's just got 1 evasion, 1 adversary, so 1 black and 1 upgrade from the base 2.
And then boost dice for aiming. And then I'm going to increase the difficulty again for dual wielding.
Okay, yeah.
And then bam. See what that does.
Nice.
And then
All right.
is
So
it-
you can. So you could hit
2
twice and crit
So
once.
that is exactly what I'm going to do.
Hell yeah.
Also,
That's
If
pierce
Pierce 3.
3. Oh my god. Okay. So
And then I have
flat
lethal
damage
blows
and
1. And then if anybody doesn't mind me using a story point, I'm going to lucky strike this guy as well.
Go for it.
Oh shit.
Blam. That's another 4.
Nice.
So another
Ah.
8.
Oh, Lucky Strike only adds it to 1 hit,
Oh,
unfortunately.
that's still fine.
But that's still 30. That's still 30 or rather 60% of his HP. Plus the crit is plus 10 for lethal blows, right?
Yes. Oh wait. Hang on. One other thing.
Uh huh.
Because of prescience.
Oh, right, because this one's not hit you.
Yep.
So you get a. Oh, actually, I think you only get to add the boost dice on ranged attacks too. Yeah, so you actually don't get that one, unfortunately. Yeah, the boost dice is only for ranged hits,
Oh, god damn it.
but you still get the setback still, so
Yep.
that's fine. But Al, that's still a lot, and he's gonna. Oh my god! Make another attack against him
Ooh.
with the same dice.
Don't
roll.
mind if I fucking do. How was that, right? Yeah. Blam.
It's gonna be. And so as you shing like a fucking shadow out of the crates and shrubbery in the area, just slice through him. You deal almost all of his wounds in hit points in
fuck.
oh, he's so close. in a flurry of absolute bloodshed as his body is lacerated by your assault. And he almost doesn't even seem to have seen where it came from. He like staggers back, like legitimately shocked, like holy shit. Beatrice, Rinzu, and Connor. Do you mind if B goes?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah, go.
And second.
Oh, music change.
Looking at
And let's see. She takes a step forward and she, gripping her hand, she points her staff out towards the mage. Her teeth kind of grit. Her hair is kind of like flowing out behind her, like in anger as she does. And do you guys mind if I spend a story point to upgrade her check?
Sure,
That's
this seems
fine.
cool.
Yeah. I like cool things.
Do it.
Those are
Fuck him
nice.
up, B.
And
Wait.
she's going to use natural to roll that.
Yes. That 5 difficulty though.
Once more with feeling.
Ugh.
And as she focuses, the wind kind of whips around her a bit more, and she's still focusing on what she is trying to do here. It seems. As you see the wind whipping around her in the direction of this mage over here. Unfortunately, she was unsuccessful, and so it is the next player turn.
So Rinzu
Yes, Rinzu or Connor.
or Connor.
Rinzu can go if she wants.
Okay. How's people's strain?
Beatrice's strain is it's not that bad. However, as you see her focusing on her spell with that threat, you see her hair starts to flicker.
Oh, great.
as it looks like it's turning back to her normal color.
Oh God. There's nothing I can do about that.
No, it's just something that you noticed.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to do another empowering.
Do it. See, I'll make another one of those performance checks. Coordination. Go ahead and upgrade the difficulty once with the dark side point. As you see a couple people around you taking hits, you the fear of actually being in combat for the first time ever is causing it might cause a little bit of difficulty, which is fair. That looks correct. Nice. So you get to pick 4 people again, and those 4 people will just get the Oh, that's right. Forgot to. And those 4 people are going to get the base bonuses of your stuff. So they will recover 2 strain. Or no, hang on. I'm saying that. Yeah, they'll recover 2 strain, add 2 boost dice in the next check, and will increase their defense and resistance by 1. And then you recover 1, you'll be able to pass a boost dice on to the next player with that advantage. So who do you pick?
B, Davey, and Nate, and random ass bitch that's healing people.
That's right. B had those 2 boost dice from the last turn, right?
Yes, she did.
That's
Oh
perfect.
shit!
So as you continue to dance, that spell actually succeeded the last time,
Yes!
which is great. So it's gonna just take a second to kick in, which makes sense. And as she lets out a scream, and she twirls the staff down and she slams it down on the ground, and you see the winds that have kind of begin to kick up, the rain and the wind that is kind of already falling kick up even more around this mage, and you watch as her hair flickers for a second, but it remains back to its original hidden color, and all of a sudden the wind around him begins to kick up and basically pulls him into a localized tornado and swishes him off his feet. He is now paralyzed until she drops the spell.
Nice.
She used the paralyzed curse
Ooh.
with Anima Magic.
You do that?
Yeah. Yeah, it can't do misfortune,
fuck, you
despair, or
can.
doom, but it can innervate or paralyze, and so she did.
Oh shit!
Because you could like freeze them in a block of ice. You could do that. You
Yeah,
can
no,
do all
I
sorts of
just
stuff.
I don't know. I was like,
Yeah, so she catches this asshole in a tornado.
Look at him, he spins.
I'm so proud of
Rolling
her.
around at the speed of sound.
And this one is going to move. Blackwatch Mercenary 1 is going to move up and is going to attack Davian. And he fucking
Aha.
fails. Davian just clang, and once again there's a.
I just casually clank. Sorry, he's interrupting our fight.
Can I help you? Connor, your turn.
hey, I have all these mercenaries right next to me.
Can I use that threat to give Connor boost dice or no?
Unfortunately, not.
Should I give myself
Spell that?
boost dice with those?
You can get a boost dice though.
All right,
Smells like a blast spell.
All right.
What do you smell?
Smells like a blast spell.
Why do you? I can't actually do that.
What the?
No.
Oh.
Oh yeah, isn't that anima only?
I think it's anima only.
Actually, is
That's
it anima only?
disappointing.
No, actually, it's
no,
not.
no, anybody can do that.
With 1 plus difficulty.
Except I'm holding a spear right now, and I would have to like
Oh.
switch that out, and that more effort.
Connor is role playing Henry. Come on, let him have this. He's RPing. And
You could try and take down Reeg.
Yeah, steal his kill.
I'm sure Nate would love that.
I don't know if they would ever forgive you for taking that.
I don't think he's
But I
enjoying
mean, it
if
gets him out of the
anything.
way.
I don't think
Yeah,
Nate would
that's
ever
more
forgive me for
practical.
taking his kill.
Well, then hit mine.
Well, they can suck it up.
Just hit mine.
That's fair. Or you could just try and work on these brigands.
Or yeah, there's a lot of them.
They are molesting you right now, like with their axes. It's very rude.
Gross.
Why was that the word choice
Ugh.
you used?
They're slamming their axes onto your face, and it hurts.
Accosting, assaulting.
Accosting.
God.
They're all
all
words.
dirty.
Literally
Hello.
anything but that.
All right. Well, they're hitting you.
Just
They're
kill
beating
him,
you up.
Connor. Fuck.
Anyway,
Oh. Damn.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
God damn. Do they have any evasion?
No.
All right.
And to be fair, the anachronistic use of the word is just to harass Pesto or Harry.
We don't need
Oh.
to go into it though.
Moving on.
God, people,
Moving on.
it's vocabulary. But no, more colloquially. But either way, yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna aim.
yeah, do it.
You aim.
And
aim,
let's see
boy.
if I can stab something right.
Well,
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Reroll that
I-
gold.
Why is my life like this?
Your life is full of tragedy.
To be fair, I've never had to fight multiple people at the same time.
Well,
That is true.
Welcome to Rimred. Yeah.
I don't usually do this.
I'm not
Yeah.
good at this.
That's fair. So unfortunately, they're able to fin up, and they laugh at you as they're gonna make their counterattack.
Okay, I have 7 evasion.
It's a lot
4,
of
5,
evasion.
6, 7.
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
I
shit.
am going. Oh,
What does that mean?
And so as they
no.
attack you, you like whoom, 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 ducking and dodging it for your goddamn life. But in the process of doing so, you are knocked prone as one of them just straight up tackles you. And they're going to use that or actually you get 2 threats, so you can actually, that's a bad thing. So if you want, you can use those two threats to get a boost dice your next check. Give them a setback dice on their next check,
Don't they take damage?
Make
with
them
strain?
suffer 2 wounds.
or they could
Yeah,
take 2
wounds.
wounds too. Yeah. Actually, if you do that, I think you kill one.
Yeah,
get
I'm
rid of
totally
the guy
gonna
with
kill
the
one.
tree.
Oh, just have the guy who tackles him just land on your spear.
You just shook and nail him on your spear.
That backfired on them.
Why the fuck
And-
would you ever tackle somebody holding a spear?
I mean, why would you? Yeah.
Historically, that has never worked out in the tackler's favor ever.
And Anson Rushford is caught in a goddamn twister, and he's going to try and break out and fails miserably.
Wow.
Yay. Also,
Good.
All right.
can I
All
try
right.
to blast this minion group next?
You can,
Well, can I
But
use
first-
Field Commander first?
but first it's an enemy turn.
Oh. All right.
And Reeg is going to go because he's got really low HP, and this is perfect timing for him to try and hit Nate. Alpha Strike!
Oh god.
That's a shitty fucking line.
Aha!
I said that. Wow. That hurt his ego.
And so he swings in, and Nate reaches up, dropping one of his hands off of the axe, and he reaches up and he grabs the blade of the axe as it comes down, and you hear it kind of grinding against his metal, like the metal tips on his fingers, as he like as he's like struggling against it. And he's gonna get a setback dice on his next attack against him.
Okay.
PC turn. Who would like to go next?
Can you use Field Commander?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So, first I'll use the maneuver to bodyguard Beatrice or Ashley. And then I am going to use Field Commander. And the difficulty for that is base 2. And then also for another 2 straining to self or intense focus.
Don't
And I
forget
have
you get
command.
2 boost dice.
And I get 2 boost dice. From who? Oh, from you?
From
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
And then I get a boost dice from those threats the other black mercenary
Yes.
got. So. And
That's a lot of
it-
leadership.
And so, since I succeeded, it's equal to twice my characteristic, which is 6 people. I get to choose 6 people, and they each get a free maneuver out of action
Ooh.
too, or out of turn.
Well, you can suffer 1 strain to perform a maneuver. But yeah.
Oh yeah, you suffer 1 strain, but 6 people you get 2, which is basically everyone except me.
Hey,
Yes.
Connor, you want to stand up?
I do.
There you go.
Stand up. Just 1 strain and you can do it.
So as he
Worth it.
continues to block the attacks, give-
Beatrice is going to use that to just keep Anton in his fucking thing for another whole turn.
Good.
She's going to use the concentration maneuver.
okay.
I mean, I'll take a free aim.
Yeah, I mean y'all get.
I'm gonna aim too.
There you go.
What
And
does aim do?
aim gives you a boost dice in your next attack.
If I only
Uh,
had a triumph though, that would have been.
Blackwatch
fantastic.
Mercenary 1 is going to try and attack Davian as he's shouting out battle orders to everybody like a dick.
And then I hit him again with the shield as I'm continuously talking.
Can I help you? And-
Any questions?
Any questions? This one is going to try and interrupt. The spell that Beatrice is casting.
Yeah,
Rude.
she has bodyguard.
So upgrade once. She's got one of those. And yeah. And
Does
she
that
is
interrupt?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, the spell is still up unless she were to drop unconscious, which she's not.
So I'm gonna see.
So that's 7, 4. And so she takes the hit. She's not looking great, but she's still okay. She can still take another hit or 2.
Okay. I'll save my improved bodyguard on.
Play a turn. Do you guys mind if Nate goes?
Oh fuck!
Kill this fucker.
Go.
Please.
Get him.
I gave you orders, damn it. Don't disappoint me.
He's gonna double fucking aim.
Oh fuck yeah.
He's gonna
Gets
frenzied
two
fucking
two to
attack.
2 boost
Get
dice.
2
from
more
me.
boost dice.
Eee.
What was his maneuver that he took from Field Commander?
Oh yeah, he spends 1 less to aim because that's absolutely
Nice.
what he was gonna do.
Come on, Nate.
What the
Eric.
fuck is this?
Eric.
That's hilarious.
What?
Eric.
7,
You can
8.
reroll it.
Yeah, with the wait. Do you have an ability that lets you do that?
Yeah. I'll turn incidental. You may force any character you see to reroll a check and take the new result. That's part of the opal.
Oh yeah,
Oh shit.
Look at this.
neat.
That's neat.
Teamwork. Mm,
I forgot about that. Yeah, you can do
Teamwork,
that.
teamwork.
right? I love
I'm
this.
glad you know what you're doing because I don't.
Excuse me, they literally rewind time so you can try again. Okay.
Do you guys mind if he spends a
Yes,
points to reroll?
do it.
Look,
Okay.
there you go. Oh,
I unspent it. There we
There
There
go.
we go.
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
Shit.
so he grabs the axe and struggling against this larger man, he takes the axe and he basically as he swings the other one out, he just kind of grabs the other one too, and as he's as like he drops his own axe as he's like wrestling these things back towards Krieg, and he begins to twist the axe blades back towards him, and then he booms, pushes them down and bites them right down into both sides of his of like the connecting point between his neck and his
Oh, right into the clavicle.
right into like the clavicle and like all of those juicy veins, and he just kicks him back, and
The squelchy
Krieg
bits.
goes spilling the fuck down.
Nice.
And he's gonna fucking use all of those advantages and triumphs to make that attack spill off to hit
The
this
minion?
brigand bot. I mean, he's basically just gonna kill one brigand as well. Basically as his body just crumples on top of this. And Nate is like panting, blood on him, like clearly very, very fucking hardcore. Like
Thrill of battle, yo. Sorry, it could have been a vision.
alright, next PC turn.
Anybody mind if I get rid of this Blackwatch guy who's trying to fuck up B?
Go for it.
Go.
Yeah.
Boop. All right. Same-ish thing. I mean, I'm assuming he's basically dead because he's.
Yeah.
If I.
That's the
Yeah.
same.
All right.
Yeah.
So
He's gonna hit. Goodbye.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. So I've got my one free boost thanks to Tavian. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm going to spend one maneuver to aim. I'm going to spend 3 strain, so I'm up to 7 for intense focus. And then, and you said they had adversary,
Yes.
so those. Yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to aim. Instead, I'm going to use my my first maneuver to use dual wielder.
Nice.
So it's only 2 difficulty to dual wield instead of 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then shablam.
Yeah.
And funny
And-
story, the first hit's gonna kill him, but you can also hit the other one with your second.
Which I'm going to do that, and I'm going to crit the second guy.
Attaboy.
All right, so that's gonna be 5. And crit. Oh, that's plus a 10.
So it's
So it's
65.
65. 65! Slightly
Um,
dazed. He's disoriented until the end of the encounter.
So yeah, basically, I'm assuming I'm like by some crates or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So the way that I see it is, I just sort of I roll over, and my first dagger, I just sort of jam it into like the around the same-ish part, in the nice little squelchy bits, right into the side of his neck, and then with the second one, I just huck it right at the second guy.
And yeah, so very much dead for the first one, and the second one takes the hit.
Avalonstrom area. I love that.
All right, next PC turn. Who'd like to go next?
Use that blast, Alstro.
Do it.
Okay.
Get that free maneuver, Alstro.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim, which is booster.
Boost dice.
Yes.
You get that double boost dice.
Double.
Yeah, and then you get the boost dice from Rinzu. And and you still have that. Actually, yeah, you had. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna use a thing. That looks right?
Yeah, you're doing what? Just blast. Just the blast
Yeah, just
quality,
blast.
or do you also
Yeah.
want to? You could also empower it if you want.
Hmm.
You know, you want to.
Uh,
Or you could give it dead. Oh wait, no, you can't give it deadly.
yeah.
But empowered, you can. It would deal 4 bonus damage,
Also.
or you could add 1 more red instead.
No.
Oh,
No thanks, Satan.
Get those despairs out of here.
Get out of here. We don't want.
you know what? Fine, just upgrade it normally then.
Okay, fine. I'll upgrade it.
You're fucking.
Oh. My God.
That said, you fucking succeeded.
It's great to
Uh,
hear my brigade again.
So that's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Describe how you destroy them.
Just like
Hang on, let me double check to make sure they're all dead. I had to do some math. It's probably going to kill them all. Because that's 7 plus 4, so 11 points of damage with their whopping 2 resistance. So it's 9 times 3. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that would almost kill the whole group. Yeah.
can I heal some strain?
Yeah. You only need to use 2 to cause blast, so you can heal 3 strain.
Okay. Or does anyone want boost dice?
And everybody around you heals for 1 wound too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody heals up 1 wound.
Is that in
Okay.
short or engaged range?
Short. So anybody within 3 spaces. So all of
Oh.
you guys, yeah.
Guys,
Or no, I'm like a hair outside of it.
No, you're good. Oh wait, no, you're not. Sorry, I was looking at B. My bad.
Right.
That's okay.
Okay. Math. Is that? I think it just evens out.
For what?
Just like the strain I recovered versus the strain
Yeah.
I spent.
Yes. And so as you do you want to describe how this looks?
So I seemingly. That's what she's doing is she's channeling Avalon's magic to look like it's going through the staff, and just firing like a basic light attack at them.
And it
There's a flash.
just and makes this this massive explosion where the orb kind of blasts up into a pillar that knocks all of them back. All of them kind of go spilling out in every which direction as the attack very much destroys them. And Alstra, as you do that, there's a one second. As the magic kind of wafts out and around and off from you, there's a ripple through you that robs your legs of their strength, and you collapse down to your knee for a second. Your hand kind of instinctively gripping into the soil, and like kind of burying it into the dirt road by you as you feel imagine the feeling that when your stomach turns when you're really hungry, right?
Mm-hmm.
That like feeling, imagine that, but it's deeper than that. It's a lot deeper than that. And yeah, they are dead, by the way. Their eye sockets are burned out. And you feel that thrum, that pulsing kind of energy, that crippling pain kind of through your entire body for a moment. And after a moment, the weakness passes, but the hunger, that pain is still there. And you sense that you're pretty sure that if this were to happen again before this before this goes much, before you're able to do much else with it, it's going to start having some major physiological problems on you if you don't. Can I have you make a discipline check real quick, using your presence, to see if you can try and diagnose what's happening to you right now. And see, now that this is the second time that this has happened, you're going to be a little bit better off at diagnosing exactly what's happening.
What's the difficulty?
Just 2.
Oh wait. Never mind.
So mechanically speaking, your hunger threshold for how many despairs you can make before it starts adversely affecting you is equal to your brawn. You've now accrued 2 without taking care of that on a lasting, lingering way.
Oh boy.
If you exceed that, the first one that exceeds it, until that is taken care of, will give a setback dice on any check that you make. The second one that exceeds it will increase the difficulty, adding a difficulty dice to any check that you make. The third one beyond that range adds a challenge dice to any check that you make. If you exceed it by 4, well, you would starve.
Well,
And so as that happens, after all of this, the Blackwatch Mercenary 1 throws his sword down, and Krieg, wounded already, Davian, as he thrusts for another attack, his axe goes limp as he sees his brother drop. And he immediately drops his axe and rushes over to Reed, and effectively surrenders.
Is Reek actually dead?
Yes.
Like, definitely?
Yeah, he's definitely dead. Yeah, Nate did not hold anything back on that.
I mean, nor we expect him to.
Oh no.
I mean, I wasn't gonna.
they weren't gonna hold back on us.
Nope.
Fuck.
Did you have your fun?
And he just are you putting the one that was downed
Yeah.
or the one that is still alive?
Oh, no, the one that was downed.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, by all means.
Yeah, I'm just gonna casually do that.
You can share with the class.
I could. I'm just gonna guide stasis.
Keep in mind, you wanted this.
He doesn't say anything.
Typical.
And Nate kind of brushes some more blood off of his cheek or off of his lip and says, "If you ask me, we should just finish him off and be done with it. Ain't no good in keeping him alive." And the others are going to come back from the
The other side. Fuck.
from the
Actually,
rest
how
of.
long you could hold him in that whirlwind?
And she kind of walks forward and drags the whirlwind closer as she does. And she kind of just raises a hand and then just lifts it down and slams him down on the ground.
Okay.
And the whirlwind is still gone, but he's still paralyzed. Like she's basically just modifying the carrying mechanism here.
Commander,
Henry,
permission to do something potentially stupid?
you gonna tell me what it is?
I don't think you'll like it.
Permission granted.
I'm gonna grab mysterious person there and drag her over with me to said sleeping dead person.
Who, Alstro?
Yeah.
Alstro, like, as you go over to her, she definitely seems like visibly affected by the magical spell that she casted.
You think you can do one more thing?
What?
Help me fix him, and he kind of just gestures to said dead person.
You're kidding me, right? Nate says.
No, absolutely not.
For what reason? Scum like him doesn't deserve a chance.
Most people deserve at least 1 second chance.
Did Amara hear that?
What's up?
Did Amara hear that?
Yeah, Amara definitely. Like, Amara and the others have rejoined. Westlin is just staring at Rushford, pinned down to the ground. Beatrice has stepped up onto it, and her foot is now just firmly planted on his throat. On top of that, and like her staff still glowing, her eyes still glowing.
I can try, sir.
And as Warren comes over, he sees Alstro. You're likely not trying. You're not trying to hide how you are currently physically at right now, right?
Yes.
Or like, as in like, are you trying to mask the fact that you're in a large amount of physical pain?
Yeah, she's gonna try.
Make a cool check against 3 difficulty. Or no, sorry, it's going to be against something based on Warren. Vigilance, or it's going to be against 3 challenge dice and 1 purple dice. There it is. God, that's ridiculous. And he'll come back, and everybody else doesn't look too worse for their wearing. Is everyone all right? We need to clean up. We need to clean up these fools and get out of the street. The last thing we want is the rest of these people getting following through on this.
So it's 5 difficulty, right?
To res him, yes. Upgrade it.
Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
what I figured.
The fatigue and the pain deep in your being is too distracting, and you are unable to do so.
Also, what I had meant was like her help me, but
Oh, I mean, fair enough, but
I didn't get that from what you were saying.
yeah, I said I said, can you help
yeah.
me? I literally said the words, can you help me?
Even so, it wouldn't have changed too much, even if you guys got like a whole other thing. Just against that roll is really high.
And even if we added another green die to it, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, I know. It just
Yeah, wish we can. If we get a triumph, it might. Okay, just a shitload of advantages. and it does not seem to be.
Mr. Mercer, was it? We can try to get them to a prison. I can point out a place. I know my way around the city.
I dare say that attacking innocent bystanders in the middle of the day is definitely something worth that. Melody says, kind of sheathing, like wiping the blood off of her blade and sheathing it.
Guess not. I looked at the last berserker alive. I guess there are some things worse than death.
And as Westland comes over, he goes over to Beatrice. And Beatrice says, What about this one?
Can you take his focus?
And Westland comes over and he says, Glad. And he reaches down and he grabs Anton by the throat and picks him up and slams him against the wall. And with his other hand strips his focus and throws it on the ground nearby.
Well, Commander, what do you think we should do with him?
Well, I don't know much about the guy, but seeing as how you're quite enthusiastic about him, they can do whatever they want with him. As for you, he looks to the Blackwatch mercenary, not the berserker. I want answers. And you're going to give them to me.
I'm not sure how good they'll do you, but I'm not exactly in a position to say no.
No, you're not.
Especially considering he has a knife in his back.
Yeah, like his hands are definitely up. He's not moving anywhere. And
All right, let's go.
Rinzu, I know I couldn't help but notice you moving over.
Yeah. As you move over, you see a rage flickering in Westland's eye. Did you hear that, Anton? I can do whatever I want with you. And as he says that, his hand begins to glow. And you see, though Westland's hand is kind of covering Anton's mouth, you hear him start to kind of panic and whimper a bit, and plead to not have what's about to happen to him. And as this happens, Beatrice like grabs his shoulder as well and is like, Westland, stop. There's a level that's too far. Come on, you don't need to do this. Stay out of this, Beatrice. I owe him this. I owe him so much more than this. Are you trying to stop him, Rinzu? Yes.
What do you say?
Basically, that's enough.
Rinzu. You know who this is, right?
He's the one who hurt Beatrice. He's the one who twisted me against her, against you, and against everyone! Killing him here would be a mercy.
You heard me. That's enough.
Roll a charm check. It's gonna be against. It's gonna be against 3 red, 1 purple, and you're going to upgrade the ability once with that triumph, and upgrade the difficulty once with that despair that he got. Add 2 boost dice because but also add a
Nice
setback
dice.
dice. Oh, you probably removed the setback dice, don't you?
I don't know.
Oh no, you don't actually. Yeah, so add a setback dice because he really hates this guy. Got those story points.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. God damn it.
Well, he already used it, so I might as well.
Use it.
Get
Collect
another
the
boost dice
dice.
from Beatrice helping you.
Oh no.
Still technically a success.
Hmm.
That's like the first despair though that I've had with him.
Well, you won't kill him, but you'll probably do something to his face or something.
He doesn't look like he's stopping.
Oh.
I'm actually going to go up to him.
Highs or lows?
Oh fuck. Hi.
Like our hopes.
Oh.
Oh.
Like our expectations.
And as you do that, Beatrice also is like looking at you like we need to stop him, and she's kind of trying to pull him away too, and as he does, as you guys kind of collectively are like trying to convince him like stop, put him down, he reaches back and he pushes Beatrice back. His hand is still glowing.
Oh, he did not.
And
just-
as he shoves her back, she lets out a pained sound and she staggers backwards. And as he shoves her back, his hand kind of grabbed her wrist for a moment, and she winces and she staggers back. And as she looks down, there's a hole in her sleeve. A scar over his wrist, or her wrist rather. And she looks down at it like wide-eyed, and as soon as that happens, his eye widens, and he lets go of Anton, who drops down to the ground, grasping his throat as he does. And Westlin shakes his head. B, I'm sorry. And he looks at the both of you for a second, and no. and he turns and he sprints away into the city.
I want to go after him.
Beatrice kind of drops down to her knees, like still kind of in shock for a second, like wincing and in pain at the burn.
Eric,
And-
how far away is he?
He's like down here, so he's like a bit away.
Down where?
Down where I don't have a token, but he's down near where Beatrice is, like right in this little section here. And as you go to follow, Amara is standing not in the way, but like nearby. And she looks at you and she kind of scoffs and says, "So I tell you, Rinzu, men like him, they only know how to hurt the ones around them." And we're going to end it there.
Oh my god.